What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there strolling below the screen, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building, and make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. All right, people. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Coon alert, people. Coon alert. Goddamn coon alert. She back at it again. She back at it again, people. Listen. You know the bad part about this shit is that I don't even blame Candace Owens. I don't blame Candace Owens for this. Right? Because Candace Owens is going to say this shit regardless if she's on any platform, right? You know who I blame? Nick Cannon. I blame Nick Cannon for this one. But listen, I blame some black folks for keep allowing this woman to come on their platform to pretend like this woman actually speaks truth to power, or speaks some type of bringing the black culture together. Other than if we do come together, we gotta start cooning, or I gotta allow you to be around me and coon, and just be okay with you cooning. Nah, Candace Owens, we not doing that. Look, Nick Cannon, I blame you. I blame you for allowing this woman to get on your platform. Nick Cannon, you've been doing some suspect shit for the last decade. I'm just saying that. But this is one of them. Got a lot of respect for Nick, but come on, Nick. You can't keep allowing this woman to come on our platform as black folks and to pretend that she's okay, like we're okay with her. We're not okay with her. It's this, listen, people, this is not about a difference of opinion. This is hate, right? This is telling other black people, it's almost like hate and jealousy mixed together of how she speaks, and almost like this arrogance of like somehow like her morals are better. Like, so she has the right to tell other motherfuckers how we supposed to act to make her feel comfortable, for us to feel comfortable, for her to be comfortable with us, or us to be comfortable with her. Like, no. Fuck all that, Candace Owens. We're not doing that with you, and you can kiss my ass. But let's get into it. Listen, people, she says a lot of horrible shit. A lot of disingenuous shit. A lot of deflection. You get what I mean? Just straight up lying too. But anyway, let's get into it. Nick Cannon let her get on his show, and she decides to hate and show her true colors. I mean, this shit is bad, people. Let's move on. Let's get into
it. The perception is a little different. Why do you think that is?
Because hindsight is 20/20. So I think now people go back and you watch that clip and you listen to what I was saying and what I was warning, and then you listen to what T.I. was saying, and only one of us sounds like an idiot.
Now, time out. She's talking about the BET Summit. It was a couple years ago. That's what she's talking about. Candace Owens, you said a lot of fucked up shit. So I don't know how you think that somehow what you were saying made sense, and what T.I. said didn't make no sense because he disagreed with you. But anyway, let's move on. She calls T.I. an idiot. Let's move on.
Well, sounds like an idiot in the retrospect.
Oh, you can't call my man an idiot.
He's an idiot. And he's worse than an idiot because he's selling figurative crack to the black community. I mean, he actually, I have to say, because
Candace Owens figuratively selling crack to the black community. What the bitch? What is you talking about? You show a lot of self-hate to the black community. That's what you do. You are a coward. You listen. You know, and the bad part about that shit is the shit that she's saying. If she was white saying a lot of this shit, it'll be so much worser. Like it'd be like a white person couldn't get away with shit like this unless they just straight up bullface, like not bullface, but straight up just racist, right? Candace Owens almost get away with saying shit like this because she's black, because she's a black tool for white supremacy. So you hear Nick like, oh, you can't talk about my man like that. No, he's an idiot. Candace Owens, you are an idiot. You are a buffoon. You calling somebody else an idiot. Let me just say this. I'm gonna put it like this, cause since cause she does this shit for paper, right? Candace Owens, T.I. is worth way more money than you, and he ain't selling out. More black people respect him than black people respect you. So you tell me what's working. I mean, I guess cooning is working out, but money is okay. But I want my people to respect me. I don't want my people to put me on a platform just to give my opinion because I'm so far fucking gone. You know, she might be saying some good shit. No, she's not saying anything good. It's all hypocrisy. It's all jealousy. It's all self-hate. Let's move on.
because of all of the very few, I should say, black events I've been allowed to do, but I've had a lot of correspondences and communication with a lot of people in the black community behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's because you try to sneak your way into. For you to have so much self-hate, you like to be around us. You don't like black people, and you talk so much shit about the black community and black folks. You awfully like to be in our spaces. Just stay the fuck over there with your racist buddies. You don't want to keep coming over in this in the culture, because you ain't part of the culture. We ain't saying that you ain't black, but you ain't a part of the culture. So stay the fuck over there where you at and stop trying to be over here with the rest of us. Like we're going to somehow accept you. We're not. Long as you got this self-hate of yourself. See, because when you talk bad about us, we know that's just just a deflection of that you're really talking about yourself. You hate yourself. You hate being black. You wish you was black. You talk. I mean, you wish you was black. I mean, not wish you was black. You wish you was white. You talk white. You dress white. You move like a racist ass white person. Only thing that you're not, I mean, your husband is white. Only thing that you're not, that you don't have, is that white skin. Just that white skin. That's all you missing. But you know what, Candace Owens? Hold on, y'all. God damn it. You know what, Candace Owens? You know what you can do to help that situation out? Go talk to Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa got that turn your white that turn you white cream. He got that shit. Shout out to Williams in the building. What up, bro? Yeah, man. Chick crazy. No, listen. She ain't Megyn Kelly. She wanna be Megyn Kelly. She wanna be Megyn Kelly, but the problem is she ain't white. She really wanna be Megyn Kelly, but she can't be Megyn Kelly because she ain't got that white skin. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. What up, little bro? Hey, man, I tried to tell you. Listen, I usually hit a lot of shit on the nose. I'm just telling y'all. Just telling you. So now we know that Daniel Penny, Petty, whatever the fuck his name is, he a fucking racist. It just is what it is. I try to tell you. Come on, man. Shout out to my brother Talking in the building. What up, Talk? Listen, hey man, I tried. Listen, the woman said she don't want. I ain't play it yet. Woman said it, people. The woman said it. I ain't get to that clip, that part of it yet, but I'm getting to it. Shout out to Game in the building. What up, Game? Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Shout out to my brother LT, man. Happy belated birthday. My bad, y'all. I've been working my ass off, bro. Hope you had a great time for your birthday, bro. Shit, fuck that talk. We don't want no potato salad with raisins in it, cause that bitch probably put raisins in her motherfucking. Anyway, let's move on, people.
Behind the scenes, he genuinely was the worst person because we had such an open and honest conversation leading up to that moment because Gay had put us in touch. And he was like, I agree with you on this. I agree with you on that. I agree with you, blah, blah, blah. You know, I just can't say that I agree with Trump, blah, blah, blah. As soon as we hit the stage, he became a full-blown performer. Mm. And that is
First of all, Candace Owens, listen, it's one thing. See, this is, and T.I. might have made this mistake of trying to give her a opportunity of listening to her, see if she says some good shit. Listen, a coon and a racist will say some shit that you may agree with some things. But overall, their character or who they are as a person will come out, and it will, all that little shit that we do have. Listen, I got a lot of shit in common with certain people. That don't mean I fuck with them. Like, and I ain't gonna allow you to just say some bullshit either. You get what I mean? Like, but that's on T.I. T.I. should have never had a listen, you, and I keep saying this to black folks, you don't have conversations with racists or be around I ain't saying not have a conversation. If you're having a debate or something like that, that's a little different. But I'm not having a conversation with a racist or a Trump supporter. Basically, Trump supporters are racist to me. And I'm not having no motherfucking conversation with no coon. We can't have a conversation. Fuck, what we gonna talk about? You're morally not on my level to talk to me. So I don't want to talk to you. Anyway, let's move on. And I don't want to get to know you. You ain't a friend of mine. You ain't a kin of mine. Fuck about you. Let's move on.
The Black community is dealing with like performance in the community.
Performative expression, performative activism.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Candace Owens, you the biggest goddamn performer in the goddamn country. One of them. All you do is perform. You performing for your zaddy and your white supremacist buddies. You performing right now. And nobody asked you to go on Nick Cannon's show. You just want to show black people, hey, to the black community, look, I can go on Nick Cannon's. I'm not that bad. We disagree on some things, but see, Nick Cannon like me. That's why she goes on the Breakfast Club. That's why she go on Nick Cannon's show. And who else show she went on? Damn, I'm trying to think. But they the main two I could think of. And every time you let this woman on this platform, she says some fucked up shit, right? And then she'll go on her show and pretend that black people like her. Cause one motherfucker let you on a platform. No, Candace Owens, sorry. No. Let's move on.
I've been accused of that. I've been accused of performative activism. Just whether it's for the choices that I make, my personal life, or I can't fight black and sleep white and all that. I'm pretty sure you've heard that, or maybe you haven't heard that. But it's just like the idea.
First of all, whoever says that is a bunch of coon ass niggas. These are them so-called pro-black niggas. I don't give a fuck who you fucking. You can be fucking, as long as you ain't fucking no racist. I'm cool with that. Or fucking some coon. I'm cool with that. Nick Cannon, I don't give a fuck who you fucking, bruh. Do your shit. Speak up for the community. You good with me. Anybody that told Nick Cannon that shit was probably some fake ass, I ain't even gonna say fake, some pro-black nigga that try to pretend that he's so goddamn pro-black. Get the fuck out of here, man. These niggas ain't pro-black. Listen, I'll tell you this. This is how you pro-black. You do no business with any other race. That's a pro-black motherfucker. Every business that you do is with black folks. You don't hang around other races of people. You don't do shit with other races of people. Only black folks. That's a real pro-black motherfucker. Everything black. Bob Black. Everything. That's a pro-black motherfucker. So all these so-called pro-black motherfuckers that talk about this and that, man, fuck you. I'm dead serious about that shit. I'm sick of that shit. You niggas be out of control, man. You niggas ain't pro-black. The fuck out of here. You gotta do everything black. Let's move on.
The ideas of you can't say one thing and stand for one thing and have a dichotomy of something else that goes on. So I mean, can we get to that space where we're just like, we all just have different views, and some of us share them very passionately, and some of us choose to, not necessarily jump out there and lead and say it with their chest?
I think, so first off, I actually agree in a way with the idea that people should not be speaking in a way that doesn't reflect how they're living. And that's actually one of my biggest gripes.
Well, okay. If that's the case, Candace Owens, stop speaking on shit in the black community that you don't live. How about that? We squash all that shit right there. That's not even complicated. If Candace Owens, if you say that, you shouldn't be speaking on anything that happens in the black community because you don't live that lifestyle. Anything that's going on in the streets, you shouldn't even be speaking on it. In hip hop, you ain't in hip hop. You ain't a part of the culture. You don't hang around a whole bunch of black people like that unless they coon ass niggas like you. So stop speaking on shit you know nothing about. Shit that you don't live. You actually agree. Well, if you actually agree, how about you start doing it? Doing what you say you agree with. Because nobody asked you to speak on our shit. You think because you're black, you can speak on black issues. But like you said, if you don't live that type of lifestyle, you don't live our culture. So stop speaking about it. I've been saying this. I've been telling all these coon ass niggas, you got so much a problem with the black community. You don't live the lifestyle. You know nothing really truly about it. Stop speaking on it. Nobody asks you. Nobody wants your Listen, Candace, can I just say this too? Nobody in the black community wants your help. I speak for the whole fucking black community. The real black community, not that coon shit. Not that coon train. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the real black people. The black culture. We don't need you. We don't need you speaking up for us. We don't need you to explain anything. We don't need you. Shout out to the big bro Weezy in the building. What up, big bro? Yeah, listen. You gotta do everything black. You can't fuck with nobody outside of blackness. Real talk. I mean, you gotta be like, then they're like racist. You go to the hospital? Nah, I don't want no doctor that ain't black. Like seriously, that's a pro-black motherfucker. Just being real. But on real talk though, Candace, I actually agree. I don't even like a lot of times people speaking on shit that they don't know nothing about. Or speaking on issues that you don't really live that life. I'm actually good with what you just said. But we all know the problem is that we know that you don't stand on what you just said. You do the opposite of that. But anyway, let's move on.
Gripes with the black community. That's one of my biggest gripes with people like T.I., with rappers, with people like LeBron James. What do you mean? And what I mean is that there's
first of all, we have more of a connection with LeBron James, and not because he's rich. Not because, and T.I., not because they rich. We got more in common with athletes of like LeBron James and T.I. than we got in common with you, Candace Owens. Listen, I'm still trying to figure out how is Candace Owens telling LeBron James and T.I. and them like they're living a fake life. They're talking about things that they don't live in. They don't live no. I guess they don't live anymore because they're rich. But they actually live. They actually come from the struggle. See, Candace Owens, I think you are like forgetting. Just because people make it out does not mean that we can't speak up for the people that's less fortunate. That's our responsibility as black people. When we make it, We speak up for the less fortunate and we help the less fortunate. That's what we do. And listen, this is the thing that you don't genuinely understand. At the end of the day, regardless how rich a motherfucker is or how wealthy they are, they still black. So they may be dealing with bias and bigotry and racism in a different way for us financially, but they still dealing with it. You decided to sell your soul and pretend none of this shit even exists for you. You think black people treat you wrong because we don't accept coonery. Well, we don't. And real black people from the culture, we ain't gonna play these little games that Nick is doing, allowing you on a platform or with us, like you somehow we okay with you speaking. No, Candace Owens. You say cancel culture, we cancel you, bitch. We don't fuck with you. I mean that shit from the bottom of my heart. Bitch, you are canceled. We don't fuck with you. We do not fuck with you genuinely. You get a Nick Cannon here and there, a Charlemagne the God, one of these I call them corny niggas, but I still got some type of respect for them. They ain't fully you, but they corny niggas. Because that can't be me. Can't be real black people will allow you, and saying Nick and them ain't real, but we got some corny niggas. I wouldn't allow you to be on no platform with me, bitch. Is you crazy? If you got on a platform with me, I would disrespect the shit out of you, Candace Owens. Because, and let me just be real. You disrespect our people. So, I don't have no respect for you. And I don't give a fuck that you're a woman. If you was a dude, I would still say the same exact shit. I feel how, listen, Candace Owens, listen, this ain't about sexism. Listen, hey, I don't give a fuck that you're a woman. I treat you just like I treat Stephen A. Smith. You're both bitch ass niggas. You must got me fucked up. Shout out to Jersey Girl in the building. What up, Jersey Girl? Long time no hear. Yeah, she not going to really sit down with real black women that really get busy like that. That will check her ass. She's not going to do it. The bitch thinks she's white. This whore thinks she's right. I mean, thinks she's white. She really thinks she's white. So, no, she ain't going to sit down with no black woman. Shout out to a big bro in the building. Shout out to Weezy in the building. Listen, man, Candace Owens is Candace Owens. And that's why, listen, I blame Nick Cannon for this. I don't know why Nick allowed her to be in his space. It ain't nothing important that black people need to hear from this woman. I don't understand. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on, man.
Saying stuff that does not actually reflect the reality that they're living in, because they feel that in order to be accepted into culture, they have to pretend. And I'm not saying, I'm speaking
Candace
specifically.
Owens, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? You every day you speaking like a white supremacist every day, trying to fit in with white folks. But somehow these guys are performing. You're performing. Right now you're performing. And you know the bad part about it is that Candace Owens, if you didn't care about fitting in, you wouldn't even be sitting down with black folks at all. That's from the culture. You wouldn't. To try to get your point across. But you want first of all, Candace Owens, you did the Breakfast Club. And then you did your show. And what real black person that you know from the culture that says, I'm having the blackest week ever? Who says that? I don't know no black person says any shit like that. That's from the culture. And really give a fuck about the culture. We from the culture. We respect the culture. We love the culture of our people. You don't hear no black person ever speaking like that. That's from our culture. Talking about, oh, this is the blackest week. I'm having the blackest week ever. You know what that sound like? A white person saying I'm having the blackest week ever. Because they then sat down with black folks from the culture. Did some shit with some black people. That's what that sounds like. Candace Owens, please. God damn. You gotta get your mind right. And I'm just gonna say to all the black creators out there, Nick Cannon, nigga, y'all gotta stop allowing this woman to come on y'all platforms because she sound like she's the idiot. But she's playing y'all playing y'all like the idiot. Let's move on, man. Fucking sad.
Specifically here, like, you know, when LeBron James tweets something like, we can't go outside, you know, like following the shooting, I don't remember what shooting it was, but he tweeted like, we can't even go for a jog. I think it might have been a Ahmaud Arbery.
Let me say this. See, because we already see we got a coon in the house. Or white supremacists in the house. We got something like that. Listen, let me say this to you, stupid. I tell you one motherfucking thing. I know a racist when I see him. I know a racist when I hear him. I ain't got to be white. And you know what? I don't never try to pretend and move around and try to act white or pretend I'm from the white culture or anything like that. I don't try to do that. I don't try to fit in with white folks. I ain't got to try to fit in with black folks because I'm from the culture. So I ain't got to pretend to be shit. And I ain't got to try to act like or want to be like or how I know about white folks. Listen, the history shows about white folks just like it shows about black folks. Listen, Candace Owens is the one that said, if you don't live that type of life or you ain't that skin complexion, I guess, you can't speak on, she doesn't like that. I'm going off of what she said. I don't ever try to pretend I know how white people feel. I ain't never say all white people was racist either. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Other than you just want to be a fucking racist or coon, because I don't know what you are. So you pick and choose. Pick and choose your poison. Let's move on.
Look at that tweet and I say, who are you tweeting this for? Because you live in a $100 million house. You don't even touch your own door handles. You haven't for a very long time. Actually, the majority of your life.
First of all, shut the fuck up, Candace Owens. You live in a fucking mansion too. So how can you speak about black culture when you don't, if LeBron James does not touch his doorknobs, which like it's over exaggerating that shit. That's like the stupidest shit ever. Candace Owens, you live with a dude that's rich too. What are you talking about? You are married to a rich racist. The fuck are you talking about? Come on, man. This woman is sitting here pretending that she can speak about even people, black people that's less fortunate. Candace Owens, you are rich. What are you talking about? Oh, I know what it is. Oh, you're jealous because you're not worth as much as LeBron James. You're not as famous as him. He doesn't get banned from countries for siding with Hitler. Oh, that's you, Candace Owens. Get the fuck out of here. Why are we even allow... Nick Cannon, why would you allow this woman on your platform? She makes no sense. She's a disgrace. Listen, I wish she just would bleach her skin like Sammy Sosa. And just go straight and just say you white. Like, I mean, a white racist at that. I ain't gonna disrespect all white people like that. Just say you're a white racist. God damn. Let's move on.
But he's still part of the collective
but
we.
that is the problem, right? So the problem,
He's still a black man.
but he is a black man, right? But we are not collectively all living the same experience and having the same experience. So what he does is he plays a part.
First of all, Candace Owens. Oh my God, you slow. You real slow. You real slow. Candace Owens. I don't live like a lot of little young brothers and sisters and shit like that in the hood that I go speak to every month. I don't live that lifestyle no more. I ain't part of that shit no more. But I lived it. So I got a say. Well, not even a say, I can give some wisdom. I can have them feel like I can connect to them and understand where they're coming from. That's the point. It ain't about trying to try to be fake. You the only one being fake. The problem is I can go hang around drug dealers and gangster niggas. You can't. I can go hang around respective ass black people that I know that's lawyers, that is doctors, that is athletes. I can do both of those things, all those things. I can go hang around those people and be respected. You can't. That's the fucking problem. You mad because you can't do what LeBron James can do. He can go sit in the boardrooms with white folks and black folks that's bought that money, that got money. But he can go to the hood and talk to some niggas in the hood. You mad because you can't do that. Always notice this about coons. They get mad because they really can't go to the hood like that. That ain't our problem. I never fake to any little young nigga I talk to in the hood when I go talk to them once a month. See, I go talk to juveniles that's already locked up in the system. Try to get them to change right there because they already fucked up. So I can go do that. But I never lie to them and pretend I'll be like, yo, I live that life. No, I used to live that life. I kind of know what y'all going through. Explain some shit to me. I ain't just sitting there preaching to these young niggas. I'm listening to them. You can't do that. Candace Owens, you can't do that. And all them other coons, you can't do that. You gotta have security. I don't have to have security when I go to the hood. And Candace Owens, you got way more money than I do, but I ain't broke. I don't live the life of a lot of niggas in the hood, but I can go to that bitch if I want to. I ain't got to pretend I'm down either. I'm down with, yeah, you know. I ain't got to do none of that. How I carry myself, my demeanor, and the shit I say, already respected. Fuck is you talking about? You mad because you can't go. You can't talk to those type of brothers and sisters from the hood. You mad because you can't go there. But now somehow, some way, you mad at LeBron? You try to hate on him. He live a certain type of lifestyle. He can't be talking this type of way. Who told you that? Who told you that you make it out the hood, somehow, some way you forget where the fuck you come from? That's all she's saying. You can't talk that lifestyle or talk about some type of empathy and sympathy for what's going on in the hood because you don't live that lifestyle no more. There's certain shit that you can't say and do when you make it. Yes, of course. But you don't. For somebody to tell me I can't relate to people that come from where I come from is bullshit. Listen, people, if I wanted to, I can make excuses for everything that niggas in the hood or people that come from the hood does. You know why? Because I come from it. I've been out the motherfucking hood for over 20-something years. How the fuck is this bitch gonna tell me, or somebody like LeBron or anybody like that, that we can't relate? You can't relate. You can't speak on the shit because you get paid, you make your millions to sell us out. LeBron ain't do that. T.I. didn't do that. And a lot of people from the community that come from the community, we ain't do that. You never forget about the fucking struggle. I told y'all all the time, coming from where I come from is a part of who the fuck I am. How the fuck do I supposed to act like I can't relate or I don't supposed to speak on issues? We done seen doctors get their ass whipped by the cops and they ain't live in the black neighborhood or no shit like that. So how the fuck is this bitch talking? Black professors get roughed up by the police. What the fuck is this bitch talking about? Candace Owens, you know the bad part about it? That I wish that we could, not the bad part, the thing to think about, I wish we could live in your fucked up type of reality where race doesn't matter. Regardless especially like even if we worth something, we got some money, we feel a little, we get a little bit more respect, and we don't know how to struggle. I wish we can feel that way as black people, as a collective. I wish we could. But Candace Owens, you live in a fantasy land, bitch. We live in real reality. It doesn't matter how much money you get, how famous you get, you still a nigga in America. Fuck are you talking about? Oprah worth billions of dollars. She went to goddamn over there in the European, Britain or whatever, London and whatever. They treated her like a nigga. Fuck are you talking about, bitch? Oprah Winfrey is probably one of the at least top 50 famous people in the world. And she still got treated the way she got treated. What the fuck are you talking about? Let's move on.
Apart, right? What I appreciate are people who are honest about their circumstances. So I don't fault someone who believes that this is what they're seeing, they're living on the block, blah, blah, blah. Then they get a job and things are changing for them. And now they're making tons of money. For whatever reason, they become successful and now they're a billionaire, right?
Right.
Candace Owens, you ain't even from the block. How you gonna tell motherfuckers that come from the block how they should act? You can't make this shit up. She don't know nothing about the block. She don't come from the block. What the fuck is she talking about? And first of all, hold up. Let me just see. This is the problem with you, Candace Owens. You gotta start speaking on shit that you know nothing about. I don't give a fuck that you black. You know nothing about what you're talking about. Let me explain something to you. LeBron James ain't from the block. The block means niggas that the streets sell that shit, did that shit. But he from the hood. He from the environment. LeBron James don't be speaking like he don't act like. You seen this nigga Instagram? Like Facebook? I mean, you seen this shit? He shows his family. Candace Owens, it's a documentary about LeBron James, his upbringing. The fuck are you talking about? LeBron James ain't never sold not a piece of dope. He doesn't glorify that shit. What are you talking about? But that doesn't mean that he don't know, he didn't grow up in the environment. It doesn't mean he ain't know nobody that was on crack or didn't sell crack. He just didn't do it. LeBron James got more credibility from the hood than you do. And he ain't never sold no dope, just like you have never sold any dope. And you already know the reason why. Talking about he's placating to something. He actually comes from the hood. That doesn't mean that he did all the street shit or did any of that street shit. I know plenty of dudes that come from the environment that I came from, ain't never sold no dope and did nothing. You know those dudes went off and did good in their life, and them niggas still can come back, and nobody treating them like they some sucker ass niggas. They respect it. What the fuck are you talking about, Candace Owens? everything that she is speaking about, right? Or displaying how she feel about some of these athletes and entertainers, right? She's mad because she can't do it. She doesn't have any credibility to really speak on that shit. She have no credibility to speak on the black community. Candace, let me move on.
And you evolve through those experiences, obviously. You evolve those, but if you're still playing the parts like that, then to me that's performative, right? Because what happens along that way necessarily, once you become more successful, is you learn how things work at the top. And now you're looking from a different angle, and you should want to tell the black community truth about why things are the way they are.
But isn't that...
First of all, Candace Owens, you are not qualified to even speak on the black community. That's number one. Number two, listen, I'm not even knocking Candace Owens' respective of how she was raised. I'm not knocking that. I'm knocking that you ain't never lived any of our type of lifestyle, but you got so much to say. Listen, I tell you this, Candace Owens, I educate myself on coonery. I knew some coons. Don't fuck with them no more, right? Now listen to me. I don't know how it feel to be a coon. But let me tell you something though. I know how I feel to sell my people out and not know it. And then when I finally grew the fuck up and knew better, I was like, oh shit, I'm selling my people while I'm hurting my people. When I was out selling dope and doing all types of fucking criminal behavior in the hood to my people. At least I got that experience. You're selling black people out and you don't even have any experience at all about where fuck a lot of us come from. Candace Owens, I don't dislike you because you had a different upbringing. I don't dislike you. I don't even hate you. I have a problem with that you speak on shit that you have no clue about. You don't know how people feel when they don't have anything. When they're dead broke, when they're fucking homeless damn near. When you just living amongst fuckery, violence and shit every day of your fucking entire childhood. You know nothing about it. And you are black. But I don't not like you because of that. I don't like you because of the simple fact that you speak on shit that you don't know nothing about. And you disrespect it. I don't like what niggas do in the hood. But I don't disrespect it. I try to reason with my brothers and sisters. I don't act like I'm better than them or shun them. But I will tell them the truth. I will get in my people's ass. Because you know why I can do that? Because I'm qualified. Candace Owens, you are not qualified. to speak on any black issues at all. But you somehow, some way get on a black platform on Nick Cannon, I blame you for this, and talk about the hood. You know nothing about the hood or the streets. You know nothing. Or all what you see. You just like, Candace Owens, you just like white folks that don't come from our community. And that's a lot of them. A whole bunch of them. Have no clue. You just like them. But then all of a sudden you want to speak on our shit. And you black. That's what makes it even worse. You black. And I'm not knocking you because you had a different upbringing. My problem is you speaking on some shit you have no clue about. Shout out to Brother Bell in the building. What up, Brother Bell? Shout out to Weezy in the building. But she don't know shit, man. That's the bad part about it. She don't know a motherfucking thing, man. She don't know shit. And it's sad that, and I really have a fucking problem with Nick Cannon and allowing her to come on her platform to speak about shit she don't have no clue of what she's speaking about. She's just like a white person that don't come from our community. That's a whole lot of them. And speak on the black community and don't have any clue of what the fuck they're talking about. Kendrick already told you motherfuckers. They're not like us. I don't know why she don't understand. You're not like us. Just because you got black skin, bitch, that don't mean you like us. Let's move on. I think I had this.
When you have a strong voice, when you are someone like a LeBron James or a T.I., myself, or you're looked at as like, okay, that person did make it. That person is someone that I admire. And it makes me feel better.
Let me say this. See, Nick, I love you, my brother. I genuinely love Nick Cannon. Right? I really got respect for Nick. Nick, when you have to sit there and have to explain this to another black person about what you get ready to explain to her, it's not worth it, my brother. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all, my brother. Seriously. This shit is ridiculous, yo. You're talking to her like she's a white person that don't come from the culture. Or a lot of different races don't come from our culture. You gotta, you sitting there. And then the bad part, I wouldn't even mind if these was people that was some type of decent human beings. Candace Owens is a black disappointment. As a black person, she's so disappointing. And she ain't from where we from. Listen, niggas like Nick, we call a little corny, right? But at least Nick is from the culture. She's not from the culture. Candace Owens is really genuinely not from the black culture. In America, she's not. And I know a lot of racist motherfuckers might try to look down. Oh, y'all act like you got this gangbanging shit. Nigga, that ain't the culture. It's just a portion that comes from the culture. But and they try to put it all on black people like this gangster shit is just from the black culture. No, motherfucker. White people are gangsters too. Donald Trump is a gangster. What are we talking about here? Okay? Rudy Giuliani is a gangster. Okay? You got plenty of gangsters. The mob was gangsters. You got Italian gangsters, you got Indian gangsters, you got Chinese gangsters, you got white gangsters, which is the white supremacists. Okay? What we talking about here? They act like black people, we created gangster. Or we was gangsters first. No. That's like all them all saying, oh, black on black crime. But what about everybody else crime on crime? You know why a lot of black people locked up? It's because of white supremacy. They created the rules even far as criminality in this country. What's criminal and what's not. They done brain fuck a lot of black people for so many generations that we think that we gotta go do criminal shit just to survive. Which is partly true. But, you know, just blame it on the black folks. We the gangsters. We created gangsters. We was the only gangsters in America. The Cookout Clan and Christopher Columbus and all of them, they was gangsters as well. They was the first gangsters in America. Fuck are you talking about? All them so-called forefathers was gangsters. You want to be real? Let's move on, man. Fucking ridiculous.
When I hear them speak up for their community still. When I see them in doing what's right for our community, even if it is something just speaking out for a tweet or say, because as the collective we, regardless of how much money you make, regardless of where your financial status is or whatever address you now.
Let me say this. Nick, once again, you're explaining this shit to this black woman, this black person, like she's white. This is a damn shame. Niggas talking to her like she's a child. And you listen, you would think what Nick is saying is like some shit like nobody never heard before. We always had these conversations, especially amongst our people. We are hard, black people are much harder on our people that makes it. And we feel like they should do more. We're more harder on our people. So, like, for Candace Owens to be sitting there and be saying some shit about LeBron or black people that made it and acting like they shouldn't even be speaking. Like the opposite of what black people, a lot of our black people be saying. No, nigga, you should be speaking more. This is why Colin Kaepernick was so respected in the community. Because he knew that, nigga, if you keep speaking the way you speaking and taking the stand the way you taking the stand, you gonna lose all that shit. But if Candace Owens talk to you, or the Ray Lewis or the Stephen A. Smith that have y'all here cooning and shit, you can keep it just shuck and jive and buck dance, Colin. Let me just explain something to y'all very, very clearly. I don't care. Listen, it is some black folks like Candace Owens that don't give a fuck about the black community or how the community feels about them in a way, right? Like, really genuinely don't. But some black people that, from the culture, we actually give a fuck about how our people think about us. I know I do. I never sit there and deny it. You think I moved the way I moved just because? No. A high percentage is because of my morals and integrity and my upbringing. But the other part is, nigga, yes, I care about how my people sees me and how they feel about me. You goddamn right. I never want to feel like I can't go around my people because I'm on some bullshit. Trying to pretend, yeah, I don't live that lifestyle no more, so I don't know you niggas. What? Nah, I'm with my people. Nah. I don't give a fuck how much money I make, how successful I get, how much shit I own, or whatever. I'm amongst mine. I love being around my people. Fuck out of here with that shit. Like I told y'all, man, the crazy part about this shit is that you have some black people out here that don't really give a fuck how they perceive amongst their people. Some of them are very aware of what they're doing, and a lot of them are just stupid. It's just real shit. I always keep telling people, it's how you move. I can be amongst the most gangsters niggas, but I know how to move. I ain't gotta be amongst the most gangsters nigga. I be around the most respective black people I know, and I know how to move. Listen, I always tell people, I ain't no real uppity nigga like that, but I ain't no street nigga like that. No, not no more, right? I'm in the between that shit, so I know how to move. Motherfuckers sit around here and pretend that you just gotta, listen, nigga, be you. I fit in because I understand where the fuck I come from, but at the same time understand where I'm at. And when you understand both of those things, then nigga, you can move. You'll know how to move. I ain't got to be acting all hood and shit, and I ain't got to be evil even in any part. I ain't gotta act hood around motherfuckers that ain't from the hood I'm hanging around with on some, motherfuckers that got shit going on. And I ain't got to be acting all hood when I'm around some hood niggas. Nigga, I move. I'm who the fuck I am. I ain't got to pretend. I always tell motherfuckers, I don't got to pretend with no motherfucking body. Cause I'm morally good. I move morally good. So I ain't got to pretend. I be me. You like me, you like me. You don't, you don't. I'm like that, nigga. I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit. Candace Owens is the biggest pretender in the world. And she trying to sit here and act like she got so, like she's so morally good, or she calling out people they're pretending. Bitch, you are pretending. Candace Owens, your life and the money you make in your life, right? You have to pretend to be successful. I don't do that. I be successful for how hard I work. And as far as treating people good, that's just morally who I am. And respecting others. That's just who morally I am as a person. So I don't have to pretend. You got to pretend all your whole fucking life now so you can get a check. I told y'all, if it was about money with me, with this YouTube shit, the social media shit, people, my personality, just my personality. Hey, man, I can do a Candace on, I could be like these niggas on YouTube. I choose not to. And plus it ain't me. I ain't performing. Fuck I'm performing for. You gonna fuck with me, you die. This just is what it is. And like I said, I'd rather work hard for my money than be sitting out here trying to act fake. I do this shit because I genuinely care about others. I genuinely care about my people. About no motherfucking money. It is what it is. Nigga, I make my own money. I'm good. I'd rather go out this bitch bust my ass every day than to be sitting out here performing, buck dancing and cooning and shit, looking like a goddamn buffoon. Nah, I'm good. Let's move on.
Now currently have, you're still a black man in America, which is a very difficult thing to be.
It's not a difficult thing to be LeBron James, and there's no way
What do you
are
mean?
going to convince me that this man is living a difficult life. And that's what I mean where
You
I
don't
say
think
it's like,
LeBron is?
no.
He doesn't still hit.
First of all, Candace Owens, the reason that you don't feel that it's difficult for being a black person in America, because you don't think racism exists. You're a sellout, so of course you don't think it's hard to be black, and you don't come from the type of environment a lot of us come from. So, okay, Candace Owens has the mind state of a lot of my nieces and nephews, and they got a lot more of understanding the environment, and they're young folks, so they're a little naive. She's not naive. She's just a sellout. Listen, people, don't let coons do this. I don't give a fuck how much money you make, how successful you get. You are still a nigga in America. You can be a very rich person or a very wealthy person that's black, and you get in an environment, you know how discrimination feel and racism feel at the while. how people treating you different, won't give you opportunities because of, you know the feeling. But Candace Owens accepts bigotry, accepts racism, accepts sexism. She accepts that because she's a horrible human being and she thinks less of herself. So she doesn't have no fight in her. Only fight she has is the fight against her own people because she gets paid to do that. She's successful because of that. Not because she's a good human being. Not because she speaks up for the community. She is successful because she speaks against the community. Regardless if we're doing good or bad. Listen, people, I told you the nerve of this woman even to speak to us. I don't understand why people allow her to even get on their platforms, to even be on our platforms to speak to our people. She's one of the worst of us. Just like when niggas in the hood shooting and killing each other, she's no different. She puts poison into the community. She brings negative vibes, just like if a nigga from the hood doing fucked up shit in the hood. She's no different. And I don't know why a lot of black people don't understand that. Don't give this woman no platform to speak on us. Let's move on.
Face the struggles of a black man?
Nope, he does not. Nope.
So what, is he living his life as a white man?
I want to be clear. He's living his life as a wealthy man. Okay.
Just because wealth doesn't stop you from being black.
It doesn't stop you from being black, but it does stop you from pretending that you're struggling, and that is what I don't like.
I don't think he was.
First of all, when LeBron James pretended that he was struggling. What? I said once again, have y'all seen LeBron James Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? Do he look like, is he pretending that he's struggling? What? Because you talk about injustice or being a black man, somehow, I don't get it. She's weird. So you're saying he's a rich man. He's a rich person. But he's supposed to, and this is the thing, he's supposed to forget that he's black? Because he's rich? I said it once before. Earlier, I know we seen the stories, people, and I know she's seen them. You can be a very wealthy professor from a college and still get your ass whipped by the police. You can have a very good job, and you could be driving a nice, good car and get pulled over by the police asking you 21 motherfucking questions of how much you pay for this car and shit like that. What are you talking about, Candace Owens? LeBron James has never, ever pretended that he was still struggling. I don't know what she's talking about. Because he calls out the injustice of happening to people that look like him. Because his tax bracket is different, so he don't get to speak on that. The problem is, Candace Owens, what you saying doesn't make any sense. He comes from that type of environment. That happens to the people that look like him. Even though he's been rich a long time. Listen, I had to stop fucking with white friends of mine. Because I think I told y'all this before. I had to stop hanging around white friends of mine. And stop being friends with them. They're not my friends anymore. But I had to stop hanging around them because they wouldn't invite me to, mind you, I work where they work at, right? Just as successful. It probably was more successful than them, right? Because I owned shit. They didn't, right? White friends of mine. And when I threw events, I would invite them to my shit, right? But when they threw some shit, they wouldn't invite me because of their family members was racist. But I'm very successful. I own shit. Even they family members that's probably racist, they probably don't own shit. And I had to stop fucking with people. Fucking with white friends of mine. It doesn't matter how successful you are, bro. Racist is a racist. You could be dirt poor. You could be a dirt poor racist motherfucker. You can be a rich racist motherfucker. You could be somewhat successful racist white motherfucker. They're gonna be racist. The common denominator that they're racist. And the common denominator, regardless of wealth or whatever that shit is a lot of the times, or not being wealthy, you still black. The reason, and the bad part about it, I know that Candace Owens has received racism. I know she have. Being not as wealthy, getting to a point where she's okay wealthy, to the point that where she's very wealthy. She's very rich. And I know she has received racism. But she found a itch or a wave that where she can, or drift, that where she can make money off of ignoring that. And side with the people that actually treats her that way. This shit's sad, man. Candace Owens should be ashamed of herself, man. Let's move on.
I don't think he was ever saying like weak. Like, if LeBron was talking about, these wick stamps is kicking my ass. But to say, yo, I saw a black man get murdered or whatever that, and I'm speaking out as the collective we. That lets me know that he's in touch. He cares.
No, that's him performing to make you think that he's in touch, but he's not. And so to me,
all that is a deflection of who she is. Because every time an incident happened with an unarmed black person getting murdered, getting beaten, any like that, you notice Candace Owens is always on the opposite side of our people. She sides with racists. She sides with the motherfuckers that actually harm us. These are facts. She's talking about herself. She's performing. But she's trying to act like, oh, LeBron James is performing. Yeah, okay. She would love LeBron James if LeBron James wouldn't say a damn thing and sell out. Listen, she gonna say some real foul shit later on, but the bad part about it is just she's the one's performing. She is the one that's pretending that shit doesn't exist. And the reason that she's doing that because she's make money off of doing that. Make money off of saying this shit. Right? And doing this type of shit. And the other part is that she can't connect to us. No matter how hard she tries. No matter how hard she gets on, how hard she tries to get on these shows or get on these shows with like Nick Cannon and Charlemagne the God and the Breakfast Club and all that shit. She can't connect to us. And I think a part of her is upset at that and jealous of it, or jealous of others because they can do it. But the other part is, I think a part of her has accepted that in a way. That's why she continues to say and do what she does. Cooning. It's a damn shame, Candace Owens. It's a damn shame. Let's move on.
The pressure that I put on these people is that the more successful you become, actually, your perspective changes and you start to understand.
Time out.
How
She said, this is the pressure I put on these people. Candace Owens, you don't put no pressure on nobody. Listen, I wish I was LeBron James or one of them. Bitch, I would, my honest opinion, I would destroy you. I would tell black people we shouldn't fuck with her. If I had the power like a T.I. or LeBron James, any of them real big entertainers and athletes, like, man, I wish she would have said some shit like that to me. Shit, I hope she said to me right now. Do a video on me and see how I fuck your life up, bitch. I wish you would. They better than me. They got brands and shit. I don't give a fuck about no brand. My only brand is y'all that fuck with me, my wife, and my daughter. In my inner circle. Fuck that shit. OBF, nigga. I don't give a fuck about no brand. Nigga, I don't get no motherfucking commercials. I don't give a fuck about all that shit. I ain't got to kiss people's ass. I'll tell you that shit. I don't even kiss my own wife ass. So, you think I kiss some type of fucking ass of like commercials or something like that gets no, fuck that. Real talk. It was somebody else said that she don't know, she never sit down with black women. Real black women. She won't. Because they'll check that bitch. They'll put that bitch in the space that where she need to be. She won't sit down with real black women. Because they'll check her ass. They will belittle her. Like she needs to be belittled. She ain't gonna sit down with no real sisters. Fuck out of here. And we ain't talking about some hood sisters and shit like that, the way she try to act like she's more intelligent or she's more superior because she can talk fast. And people keep forgetting about this shit. Candace Owens ain't got no college degree. So she be talking and walking around like she's more superior than people. You, bitch, you're just a sellout. Listen, me and Candace Owens got the same type of education. I graduated from high school, did a stint in college. I ain't not probably even longer than hers, but I don't fuck with that shit. I think I was tired of school when I was probably 16, and at the time I still was selling dope. So that'll let you know. But yeah, fuck out here with Candace Owens. Let's move on.
And how things are operating at the top and how they're intentionally keeping people at the bottom with low information, keeping them emotional, reactive, and not allowing them to actually break out from where they are. And when you recognize that, it is your job to communicate that whatever way you need to communicate it.
See, I can't let you
And so
slander the great LeBron James.
When you say something and you know the response is going to be,
hold on, talking about Nick, you saying you not willing to allow her to slander LeBron James. You can't say that. Because number one, you allowed her on your platform. What you thought she was going to do? Her whole purpose is to come on a black platform to disrespect people that you actually genuinely care and have love for. That's her whole purpose. And you allowed her on that. You didn't know this bitch? You didn't research this whore? People probably like, oh, Kenny, you disrespect, she a woman. Listen, I don't give a fuck if you're a man or a woman. If you got this much animosity towards your own people, as black people, fuck you. I don't got no respect for Candace Owens. Fuck that bitch. Excuse me. I stand on that shit. Be a sellout and you think that I won't call you a bitch to your face. Any black woman, be a sellout. If you're a dude that's selling out to black people, you think I won't call you a fucking coon to your face? Call you a bitch ass nigga? Got no fucking respect for no coon? Shout out to Nick in the building. What up, Nick? Fuck out of here, man. This bitch crazy. Let's move on.
people are going to go, yes, and now I'm allowed to be even more enraged and angry, and I can now justify going to the street. You are doing your community harm, not good. That is my viewpoint. That's my viewpoint.
That's Candace Owens, once again. You know nothing about the streets. You know nothing. What are you talking about? You can't speak on shit about the streets. You don't know nothing about it. You can't talk about the hood. You ain't from the hood. These are facts. How you gonna speak about some shit? Cause you, listen people, I Google a lot of shit. If I don't have any experience on anything, I don't speak on it. To a certain extent. I genuinely don't. It's very rare that I don't even like speaking on shit that I'm not connected to in any way. I have no understanding of it. Listen, people, I'm not a politician. Okay? I speak on the shit. I speak on politics. It's because I'm educated. I had to put years in to do it. I know politicians. Candace Owens, I hung around politicians. Like, what the fuck? Candace Owens don't know shit. Let's move on, man. Move on, man.
My viewpoint.
That's an interesting viewpoint, but as someone who, I've been to Cleveland with LeBron and community events, know the amount of money that he gives back, seen the schools.
I
that
didn't
he's
say he
built.
doesn't
Listen,
get back money.
it's bad, bro. It's bad. Nick, you out here looking bad, bro. Nick Cannon, you out here looking bad, bro. You gotta explain this shit to her, bro. For your talking point. That bitch should have been checked. Stop speak. I'd have told her, stop speaking on shit you don't know nothing about. And then let me just say this too. Right? I ain't never met LeBron. But Candace Owens is in a position to where she could really get in touch with LeBron and sit down and talk to him. And she chooses not to. She choose to use him to make money. To disrespect him to make money. But anyway, let's move on.
Back money.
But so none of that is performative.
I didn't say
Well,
that.
I'm not even talking about just giving. That's one aspect of what he does. Like he's not only is he literally changing lives in disenfranchised communities, which probably more than most entertainers and athletes that I've ever seen, because I've witnessed it firsthand. I would also say what he represents to the black community. But I give that to him. I give that to Barack Obama. A few Denzel Washington. These are black men that at every aspect of their career and their walk of life, you can look at them and like, I'm proud of that.
So I would put Denzel Washington in a totally different ballpark than.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you why she does that. Just see, this is where shit get ready to get real. What she get ready to say. Listen, to where like this where her coonery gave. She already been cooning, but she get ready to take that shit to a whole nother level. Of course she put Denzel there. Cause Denzel have said some shit that like niggas be like, hold on, bruh. But you gotta understand, one thing about Denzel too, Denzel grew up in a different generation. So his perspective is just a little different. Right? Y'all remember, because I had to ask my wife about this too, because I had watched the shit. What was the Gladiator shit? Part 2. I think that's what it was. He just played in. And shit was going around saying that Denzel was kissing another dude. Or kissing a dude. I'm like, oh. And I had to ask my wife. I say, I ain't seen that shit. I watched the movie. I didn't see him kiss no man. Right? Because I wanted to see if Denzel did this shit. I ain't seen on the commercials. You know how they throw commercials out and shit. I didn't see it on none of that. So I watched the movie. I didn't see that shit. So people saying, yo, yeah, he kissed the man. So I want people to send me the scene or whatever. Don't send me no AI shit. There's a lot of AI shit going on. And let me hear Denzel speaking about he kissed the man or something. I need to hear both. I need to see both of those things. But listen, I watched the movie. Denzel ain't kissing no man. Not in the scenes I seen. So, not the scenes I seen with him in. So I told my wife, I said, I ain't seen no shit like that. So I say, my wife say, well, maybe they removed it. Yeah, that's what people saying. That's my wife said. She said they removed the shout out to LT. They said they removed the scene. Now listen, let me tell y'all something. If they wanted to discredit Denzel in that way, that scene is coming out. Has anybody seen that scene? I don't give a fuck they took that scene out. That scene will come out. If anybody seen that scene, please let me know. Let me know about that scene. Let's take a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, we back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there, scrolling below the screen. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building. And make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. All right, people. But yeah, like, I haven't seen that screaming about Denzel. But anyway, let me get back to the Denzel shit. Listen, Denzel did say he had. Listen, Denzel comes from a different, like, generation. So he says some shit here and there. You be kind of like, nigga, hold on, nigga. You know what I mean? But we'll never say Denzel sold out. You know what I mean? But he does, here and there, he does some interviews. You hear some interviews, you be like, yo, this nigga is saying some different shit. But like I said, sometimes it's just from a different generation. So he says some shit that you be kind of be like, yo, what the fuck? But I ain't never seen Denzel say some shit to sell out. We don't gotta agree on everything, bro. You know what I mean? Denzel say some shit, they ain't gotta agree on everything. But just because I disagree with one thing a certain thing he said or a couple things he said, if he ain't fully cooning, I know when niggas is fully cooning. Denzel be, I ain't gonna say he be borderline, but he be saying some shit that you be like, yo, hold on. But like, I always chalk that shit up when you get a certain age. And like I said, when I get a certain age, because I watch these niggas, I get a certain age, I don't want to be like these older niggas I respect and look up to, because I don't want to ever say the shit and be on that type of time they on. So that's why I said, listen, when I get old like that, I'm that motherfucking generation. I'm that motherfucker that's gonna push that shit. The way motherfuckers get a certain age, you get old like that, the way you don't be on, like, saying some fucking crazy, ridiculous shit out your mouth, the way you, I mean, people ain't gonna always agree with you, but some shit you be like, oh, this nigga's tripping a little bit, like really tripping, like niggas start thinking that, oh, he's selling out a little bit. But yeah, but I haven't seen anything with Denzel kissing no man. I'm just being honest about that. But yeah, but of course she says that because Denzel says some shit that lined up the kind of what she said. I mean, what she says, right? So she's like, I'll put Denzel on this part. Yeah, okay. And you gotta say, and the other thing is, you don't hear Denzel speaking about black issues. You really genuinely don't. Denzel, the reason he even still get respect in the black community, because like I told y'all, I have no problem with Denzel speaking on a lot of black issues. If that ain't who you are, don't speak on it. Regardless of whatever the situation is or why you won't do it, just don't speak on it. He doesn't. But you don't hear Denzel out here trying to march or fight or put tweets out and shit like that. He doesn't do that. He's from a different generation. So, and he's just not that type of black dude. And that's okay with me. I'd rather for you not to say nothing. You know what I mean? So I can still have respect for you. But anyway, let's move on. So that's why she's doing that. But let's move on. Or saying that.
LeBron James and Barack Obama, because you are not going to see Denzel Washington up here telling black people or inspiring black people to riot or like,
LeBron James never inspired nobody to riot, Candace. He spoke out as a black man.
well,
She's lying. And she did that because that's white supremacy talk. Right there, that's what she just did. She said that Barack Obama and LeBron James is rallying people up to go and riot. Wow. Or black people to go up and riot. When? I'm trying to figure. What speech? What did LeBron James or tweet? Candace Owens. Okay, cool. Let's go off of your fucked up narrative. Right? Let's just go off of your fucked up narrative. And you says that Barack Obama and LeBron James rally people up to riot. Okay, cool. So can you say that about Trump? Somebody that you fully support? That racist? He didn't rally people up to commit terrorism, domestic terrorism in this country? Trump didn't do that. Is that what you're saying? Because we're going to go over your narrative. So Barack Obama and LeBron James rally people up to riot and tear shit down. So Trump didn't do that? And Nick Cannon, why you got this woman on your platform, bro? This woman support a dude that rallied up people to commit domestic terrorism in our country. Traitors. He riled them up by lying. But she's calling LeBron James fake and liars and T.I. liars and Barack Obama rallying. Like, are you serious, Nick Cannon? You allowed yourself to sit down to have a conversation with this she's a domestic terrorist. Because she agrees and ride with a domestic terrorist, which is Trump. And you allowed this woman to sit down in your space to have a conversation about what? About what, Nick? You allowed this woman to come on your platform to disrespect LeBron James, T.I., dudes that's friends of yours. And you do this calm demeanor type of shit. Even Barack to try to say he riled up people to commit domestic, like commit, to create a riot. And you allowed her to do that on your platform, my brother. Nick, come on, bro. Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
And you must ain't heard some of Denzel's speeches, because Denzel will talk that shit.
Denzel is, and he actually, I've heard a lot of his speeches. He's one of the people that I admire a lot.
Yeah,
you know,
and he gets to talk that shit.
I would disagree with you on that. I think that Denzel Washington has always himself.
She disagree because she does what a racist does. They pick and choose shit. Well, Denzel says some shit that I ain't like, but Denzel usually says a lot of shit that I do like. Listen, people, prime example. I say a lot of shit on this show. People that y'all fuck with me. I say some shit, y'all be like, a lot of shit, y'all be like, yeah, I fuck with that shit. Yeah, he hitting that. But sometimes I say some shit, y'all be like, this nigga. You disagree. But I say more shit that y'all agree with than y'all disagree with. They are facts. Unless you genuinely don't fuck with what I'm saying. Right? But people that fuck with me, yeah. Everybody that fuck with me ain't gonna always agree with everything I'm saying. So, same thing with Denzel. But this bitch is sitting here picking and choosing. Yeah, he done said some shit. Yeah, Denzel said some shit I ain't like. But a lot of shit, Denzel said more good shit and stick up for our community more than the shit I dislike that he says. These are facts. Shit, all that money Denzel got. Listen, y'all know how I feel. All that money, nigga, they should be doing way more than they should do. Way more shit in the community. But hey, I don't want to count niggas' pockets. And I ain't going to put that pressure on all of those entertainers and athletes like that. Unless you take that stand. And if you don't, then I'm good with it. But anyway, let's move on. Shit get worse.
Himself as somebody that's collected, somebody that's educated, and when he communicates something, he is not communicating it in a way that makes people feel justified in their actions that are ultimately going to harm them, justified in the moment and not thinking about what's the long-term result is going to be.
Candace, you're lying. You are lying. It makes you feel a certain type of way. Because the majority, we fuck with LeBron. What are you talking about? You just don't like how it make you feel when he speaks out and say certain shit. But for the majority, we fuck with it. Candace Owens, you can't realize that the shit that you say out your mouth, the majority of us, a lot of us, a whole lot of us, high percentage, we don't fuck with you. That's why you continue to keep bringing your black ass on black platforms when you know black people don't, the majority don't fuck with you. That's why you keep doing it. And you get paid to go on black platforms and disrespect black folks. The majority of us. But listen, Candace Owens sit here, people, and try to sit here and act like she's somewhat doing some great shit for black people to come on our black platforms. Somehow she thinks she telling us the truth. Candace Owens is lying to herself, but at the same time, trying to lie to us. Not trying. Well, y'all can say trying. To a lot of us. She try to lie. Because she think, just like them racists think, that we stupid. And that's why they are sending this token Negro out here to say this bullshit. Y'all don't know that Candace Owens get paid to promote this self-hate? That's why I'm disappointed in Nick Cannon. She get paid. Excuse me. She gets paid to wiggle her way in to get with black platforms to speak this self-hate shit. She gets paid for this. Nick, you may not be paying her, but she's going to get a bag after she done did your platform from the white supremacists that you say that you don't like and you have disdain for. But you just gave her a fucking platform. You gave the white supremacists their platform on your show because they use this ignorant ass race coon ass bitch to be on your platform to speak this nonsense that don't make no sense. But like I said, it gets worse. Let's move on.
It's going to be. I would totally not put him and LeBron James in the same circumstance. In fact, what I was saying that I would like black entertainment and rappers and singers to be, I think Denzel Washington actually embodies that. Many times when he's been asked questions to take the bait during times like Black Lives Matter, he's refused that. And I think probably because he had the wherewithal to recognize that this was ultimately not going to be something like
Denzel, on Real Talk, a part of him don't want to talk about that shit because Denzel come from a different type of generation, and it comes off as Denzel ain't built for to be talking about that shit, and I can respect that. He's not that dude. He's just not. I respect that. We respect you as a black actor. We get that, blah, blah, blah. Here and there you say some fuck shit. Here and there you say some good shit. All right, cool. That's how I look at Denzel. And this is what it is. Denzel look at himself in a different type of view that a lot of us would. And I'm okay with that. I don't care that Denzel don't speak out about shit. Here and there he does. It's about equal. It's about he'll say some shit that you be like, yo, come on, Denzel. And then there's some shit that he will speak up and say a little bit of shit. But a lot of times Denzel don't say shit about nothing. And I'm okay with that. Long as you not hurting the cause. When Denzel said some shit that you felt like, oh, he continued to keep saying some shit that fucked up the cause. Not none. He just said some shit here and there you disagree with. But I told y'all that's a generational thing. And I always tell a lot of them niggas. That's especially like actors and shit like that. You niggas, you get a lot of black roles. Here and there, you get your little white role or something like that. How many white? Listen, Denzel is a little different though. Denzel been getting them white roles like that, but he got more black roles than he got white roles. The way you ain't think they was black or white roles, you just be like, oh, okay, all right. We see that, like some roles you be like, oh, we see why he black. Lot of roles, more than the white roles. But Denzel is so respected as an actor that he did get some of them white roles. You be like, okay, cool. Let's just be real. But like I said, Denzel come from a different generation. So he says some shit here and there that we may not like. But it's equal that he has said some shit that we like, okay, we fuck with Denzel. Denzel just one of those dudes. He come from a different generation, bro. And I don't think people respect that enough. Sometimes you come from a different generation. Now, I'll be trying to tell young niggas that about me. Like, y'all come from a different generation. Y'all niggas be doing some shit. I'll be like, yo, I probably kill some of y'all niggas. Some of the shit that y'all do. I'll probably be locked up in jail. The niggas looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, you'll basically, crash out on that? Yeah. But we live in a different time now. So y'all, the shit that I would kill. First of all, a lot of shit y'all niggas, a lot of you niggas do, I probably have been crashed out on y'all, but the times is different. So I can't crash out on y'all on a lot of that shit. Cause nigga, we got cameras and shit. And a lot of y'all niggas in this snitch. So, nah. I couldn't do a lot of the shit that I want to do. You niggas, I don't know why you young niggas think that a lot of shit that y'all do that I be calling out, that shit is like little to me. Like, yo, we would kill niggas for lesser than what the fuck are y'all doing. So y'all, the shit that y'all doing, the problem we got is because, nigga, we kill you for less. And then you niggas out here really fucking the game up. To get you fucked up out here. Y'all don't understand. That shit's stupid, man. I don't understand, man. Try to tell y'all a lot of times, man, I don't understand why y'all don't get it. A lot of you shit that y'all niggas do, man. Y'all niggas, in my day, if you ain't had these cameras and the internet and shit like that, a lot of your niggas, you think a lot of y'all niggas getting chopped off now. Y'all just stupid. The niggas that killed or whatever, nigga, we ain't had no cameras and shit back then and all that shit, nigga. We would chop you niggas off real quick. A lot of you niggas would have been dead. A lot of you bitch niggas that does a lot of shit, young bitch niggas, you niggas wouldn't survive. This internet shit, the niggas be on the internet talking that gangster shit, nigga, nigga, a lot of you niggas would have been dead. Fucking with us. From my generation, we'd have killed a lot of you niggas. You think that the crime rate niggas, these niggas dying young. Oh, a lot of them niggas would have died. A lot of y'all would have died back in the day. I'm just telling y'all that straight up. So you gotta understand something. I'm not talking about some older nigga that's like older than me. That's like 50 something years old. I'm talking about niggas that's under 50. That's my age. To about 35. Yo, we'd have killed you niggas, man. Playing with us like this. This shit is stupid. And you niggas get away with a lot of this stupid, goofy shit that y'all get away with this internet bullshit because of the cameras. Because you niggas go live and you niggas do all this shit live and all that shit. Nigga, we'd have killed you niggas, man. And we ain't just talking about street niggas. I'm talking. I ain't just talking about street niggas. I'm talking about you niggas that ain't really like that. You niggas that is bitch niggas. We done killed y'all. Bitch niggas got killed a lot. Back in my day, you couldn't play like that. The bitch niggas knew. You niggas play like that, man. That's why I don't play with people like that. You play with me like that, you fuck around and get your head knocked off. I don't play that shit. All this, you niggas fake gangsters and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. My motherfucking, my homies and shit, and people and family members be like, oh, you mad antisocial, you don't come around. Cause I don't know what type of shit niggas on. Right, you niggas, you don't know how many fake niggas is around. It's more fake niggas that's trying to be tough now than real niggas. So I don't hang around niggas no more. I'm mad antisocial. Fuck with you niggas, man. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck with people like that. It ain't just black people. I don't fuck with people, period. Cause you don't know how many fake motherfuckers out here. Motherfuckers being fake. Playing them games and shit. You niggas acting tough in front of the cameras and shit. Fuck out of here, man. I'm good. Excuse me. I don't want to be around none of you motherfuckers. You gonna play those type of games and shit. Niggas ain't real like that. Like, fuck out of here, man. And it's not just about gangster shit. It's about, yo, I ain't even a street nigga no more. I don't want no motherfucking snitch nigga around me. Or nobody that snitch or phony and fake. I ain't around motherfuckers like that no more. I'm a grown ass man, dog. I don't want no motherfucker body around me like that, man. Motherfuckers think, you know, and niggas be acting tough with the cameras around. Like, y'all new motherfuckers be acting like y'all ain't even aware of the shit. Or you aware of it and you just don't give a fuck. And I'm like, okay, cool. Alright. That's what type of time they on. Alright. I don't play those games, nigga. Sorry. I told family members and shit. That's why I don't hang around people. Motherfuckers is being fake, bro. Like, I don't like that shit. And then acting like these cameras ain't here. Like, they here, man. You can't really... Listen, you know why a lot of motherfuckers fake, too? Because they can't be themselves. Right? Because a part of them fake. Right? People like, well, Ken, you saying you don't... Nigga, I'll move around the Candace. Nigga, I'm going to be me. Don't get that shit twisted about me. I'm going to be me. Because I don't play with people like that. But I'd rather not be around a lot of fuck shit if everybody around me ain't going to be real. If everybody going to be on that fuck shit, be on that fuck shit. If you not, you not. But then don't pretend that the camera's not there. That's what we doing now. That's a lot of that young shit. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's just where we are at technology and shit. I see a lot of old people, they be doing that shit. I be like, yo, what the fuck? Yo. Get the fuck out of here, man. Nigga, I don't play like that, man. I had a young dude at work. He was like, yo, your honesty is crazy. Like, no, it ain't crazy, it's real. Like, it ain't crazy, it's just real. I don't play with shit. I don't, like, motherfucker, I come in the morning, nigga, I go to work, nigga, I don't talk to nobody, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Like, nigga, I'm not a morning person. I'll let you know what I am. So don't talk to me in the morning. At least I'm honest with you. It's not I don't think I'm better than you or I'm disrespecting you. Nigga, just don't talk to me, man. Ain't that my honesty is crazy, nigga. I'm who I am. I don't get to pretend. I'm too grown to pretend. It's got a lot of dumb shit going on with people, man. And you young niggas, y'all sit out here, y'all got these cameras out here, and y'all crashing out and doing shit. Y'all niggas just be out here trying to be tough for what? Society is telling you that you ain't got no reason to be crashing out. But you still want to crash out and do dumb shit. They watching everything you doing. The government watching everything you doing. And you just, a lot of y'all just be, okay. Like I said, that's why a lot of these young niggas die. Because they don't understand reality. And it's sad because they naive to reality. They live in they new reality, which is their reality, but they don't understand. Like, you niggas is crashing out. We had niggas crashed out back in the day when I was my age and shit, and them niggas is dead. But your niggas is dying way too fast. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on.
Not going to be something that helped the black community, which it didn't. Now, to your other point, I'm not saying that LeBron James does not dedicate a lot of money to giving back to the black community.
And time and effort.
And yes, but that effort, and I talked about this on my show, would be better spent. And this could really, to your point, be because he doesn't
Let me say this. She can't even speak while she's trying to grasp for shit. But let me say this. Mind you, Candace Owens, it's one thing of me saying it, right? Because I'm no millionaire, right? Candace Owens is a millionaire. She doesn't do nowhere close to what LeBron James does for the black community. Ever. She doesn't do it. So she's grasping now. She's trying to figure out. Yeah, I know he does that, but damn, man, I don't do it. So let me grasp her. Let me try to grab something to make him look bad. And even though I don't have as much money as he have, but I'm as rich as he is. So now she's still trying to figure out how she can tear him down. Because she can do the same thing that LeBron does. Or at least do something close to that. But she won't do it because she doesn't actually care about the black community. That's not why she gets paid. But let's move on.
Understand or know or recognize this, because recently it was reported that I think it's the majority of the kids at the school, he like very kindly and out of his heart, it was a very good natured thing to do. He opened the school in Cleveland, that's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
And then it was reported that the majority of those kids were failing out of the school.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
I didn't hear this.
And I think it was in mathematics.
Think about that. Two things about that, right? Number one. It's easy for you to find something bad or something wrong with something. It's easy to do that, right? So that was easy for her to do that, right? That's number one. Number two is, right? You can't criticize something that you have an opportunity to help out with LeBron, right? So let's just say, right? She's right about what she's saying. The Candace Owens, like, say, you know what? Hey, LeBron, I seen this shit. I seen the statistics or whatever, right? Hey, Bron, listen, I know we see different views about some certain things. Hey, you know what? LeBron, you got this school and I know you're trying to help black folks. Right? Hey, let me Can I get involved? Can I help? What can I do to help this situation? That she's down, that she's pointing out for a reason, right? To make him look bad. Instead of her uplifting LeBron in that. Right? Does this go off her narrative that she's right? What is she doing about it? She's doing nothing. And she's in a position to help. Politically, she's in a position to help. And financially, she's in a position to help. But you notice that she doesn't do either one of those two things I just mentioned. She doesn't do either one of those things. She just want to tear it down. Because you know why? Because she's jealous. Because she's not as famous as LeBron. And she's not as rich as him. That's all that matters to her. You think this woman really care about black people? Or those black children? Or those children a part of a LeBron school that don't have, they don't come from good communities to go to that school? You think she cares about those kids? Hell no. Hell no. Listen, people, if I ever got rich in that way, is if I think I had a problem with certain people, certain black folks that I disagree with, and I thought they could do some things better. And if I was in a financially, I was in a somehow in a tax bracket, the way I can get in that space to talk to them. You don't think I would do that? Be like, hey, no, you don't know me like that, but hey, how can I help our people? You notice she ain't doing that? All she doing is turning it down. Even if it ain't doing as good, right? She ain't even trying to help fix it. She want to tear it down because she's a racist. Because she's a black white supremacist. She's a coon. She's a sellout. That's what coons and sellouts do. They tear down shit that other black people do. You remember I told y'all, I said, hey, man, I don't agree. I wish athletes and entertainers do more. I used to criticize them. I stopped doing that. You know why I stopped doing that? Because I understood that, hey, you know what? I can say that bullshit because I live in a somewhat of a different tax bracket. And I ain't rich. And I'm not in their position of having money. But I said to myself, long as these brothers and sisters is not doing anything to tear down our people, I'm good with that. Because sometimes you can be in a certain tax bracket, bro, and be in a certain, realm of shit that sometimes, you can't. You want to do shit, and you just can't. You just can't do it. You know how many black folks that made money that some black people, not saying all, but some black people then took advantage of those black people doing good, and they could make those black people feel like, man, fuck that, man. I ain't doing that. I ain't helping no, man, these motherfuckers did what they did to me. And it turns people against, against their people. But I told y'all, if I ever got rich like that, nigga, I don't die with that. I don't die with none of that money. My legacy gonna be what it's gonna be. That's what matters more to me. Ain't about no fucking money. My legacy gonna be what it's gonna be. Listen, I make sure I leave money to my daughter and the motherfuckers that surround me, my nieces, nephews, godkids. They gonna get a couple dollars. You know what I mean? My wife gonna shoot me and taking care of them. Everything fine. My wife always said this. My wife, regardless, God forbid anything happen to us. If me and my wife died dead tomorrow, nigga, we good. We gonna be taken care of. We both gonna be taken care of. Okay? This is about our daughter, nieces, nephews being taken care of, and God kids. That's what this is about. Cause motherfuckers be thinking like, oh, you talking about God kids and shit like that. Nigga, they like our kids, man. In the black community, they like our kids, bro. You know what I mean? So they gotta be taken care of. Gotta put them in the will. You gotta, save them. Listen, I'm deep like that. Nigga, my nieces and nephews, they gonna be good. Something happened to me. They gonna be fine. They might got a little struggle right now, but nigga, they fine. They gonna be fine when I die. They gonna be good. I work on that shit. Every day I go out to work and shit like that. Work hard for my money and save my money. Nigga, that's for them. It ain't just for my daughter, nigga. That's for my nieces and nephews. That's for my god kids. They gonna be good. They gonna get some money. I tell a motherfucker like this, right? God forbid I don't want to die soon, nothing like that. God, I still got some things to do. Listen, I died dead, my nigga. Listen. My daughter gonna be straight. No, one, she gonna be straight. Number two, my god kids gonna be straight. And then after that, my nieces and nephews, they gonna be good. But I gotta keep putting in that work. You know what I mean? I gotta keep saving and keep investing and shit and doing the shit that I need to do. But they gonna be good. Like I told motherfuckers, I need about, God willing, I need about 10 more years to about 50. Like in my 50s. And all my motherfucking god kids, my fucking nieces and nephews and shit like that, they gonna be good. Cause I'm working on them now. My daughter, she gonna be fine. She fine. She gonna be fine. But I gotta work on my nieces and nephews and my god. I'm working on them, but I need a little bit more time for them. You know what I mean? I need about a good 10 years. Then they gonna be fine. And that's real talk. I always try to tell people like, nigga, this ain't even about me. I work, I do the shit I do, put the knowledge out. Even all the shit I do, I'm talking to y'all. Nigga, I hope my god kids and my nieces and nephews and shit, even my daughter, they watch this shit. If I die dead tomorrow, some shit, like they got this shit. All right, yo, I tried. Like, you know what I mean? I tried to do good. I tried to be the best person I can be. I come from gutter. So, you know. Like, you know what I mean? Like yo, I've been like, yo, this shit, like, people gotta really realize that. Like, I don't do this shit for no motherfucking money, bro. Like, I work hard for my shit, nigga. I got 401ks. I got shit I'm invested in, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That I'm now sitting with my wife and sitting with my homie and shit. And we talking about, like, nigga, I'm not on that type of shit, type of time people on. Excuse me. Oh, shit's good. And it's not about thinking about dying. It's just, you don't know when you're gonna die, so you gotta prepare for it. You gotta make sure that you're good. Take care of people when you pass away. You don't want them struggling. You don't want them thinking that that you didn't, like, you just want them to be okay. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing about nothing else. You want people to, you want the motherfuckers that you genuinely care about feel like everything's okay. That's all it is about, people. All right, but let's get into this one thing that Candace Owens said. Let's get into it.
Is that
Mathematics.
true though?
I covered it on my show. It's true. It's true. We can look it up. I don't want to try. I'm not saying it's trash talking. I actually want to make sure that, like, we have.
Right.
It's the I something school, right? I can, or I believe.
And let me say this too. I want to say this. Candace Owens saying all this shit about LeBron James' school or whatever, they failing. She ain't never tried to do it. Candace Owens ain't never did anything for the black community or the less fortunate. Have y'all ever heard anything that she have done? Other than she talk and spill her hateful shit that she does. She haven't done anything. But she's mad at LeBron. Okay, let's move on. Cause this get ready to get
or I
worse.
believe something school. Yeah.
She's gonna look it up.
I am, because I want to make sure we get the facts right.
But again, he's not the teacher.
No, I know, but there's something that I'm saying about this that's actually really poignant.
Right.
LeBron school has everything we're told the students need. It's still failing. Okay, yes. So a school in Ohio, revealed that not a single student from the school's inaugural third grade class, the I Promise school is what it's called.
Right.
So this is actually an important lesson, because this is exactly what I'm talking about. This one on this episode this article is loading. Okay, not a single student from the school's third grade class has ever passed the state's math test. Okay, not a single student. Okay.
Let me say this. So, right? This is what I don't like about private schools. Because even in that charter school or private school, it's the shit that they like to have that you gotta live up to, right? Like this shit that they have. But like I told y'all, it's a lot of children that doesn't have to have all these type of skills that they saying, like, far as education, right? That still wind up to being great people. LeBron only graduated high school. T.I. didn't even graduate high school. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think T.I. didn't graduate high school. So it's like, yo, you're putting shit in things or where people need to do these things. This is America shit. Or certain values or certain education. People, I don't have a college degree. Candace Owens don't have no college degree. This woman is stupid as shit. And I'm not saying like in a stupid of a way of like she's not educated. Like far as knowing reading and writing. She's probably, believe it or not, I have a disability, right? So she's probably like can comprehend educational wise more than I can. But who speaks more truth? Me or her? Who you think research more than me and her? I actually do. I know this for a fact. I don't talk about shit that I don't know nothing about. You understand what I'm saying? I have a disability. She doesn't. But this woman sounds stupid as shit. She has no fucking clue what she's talking about. She keep acting like, oh, this is about the educational shit. Okay, cool. Let me explain something to y'all. Education is about learning how to read and write. That's it. And comprehension. That's the third thing. Cause you can read and write, but you have to comprehend it, right? I have a disability, so I comprehend a certain type of way, right? But I can read and write. But if motherfucker can't read and write, that doesn't mean that they can't comprehend either, too. I know plenty of people that don't read that well, right? And I'm one of them. Sometimes I can't look at certain shit, right? I can look at certain shit and I can't comprehend it, right? But I have to comprehend it in a certain type of way. But if I can think about it for a minute or get it and break it down to me, I comprehend that shit better than anybody. Right? Or some shit I can read that I comprehend way well than any motherfucker. I comprehend that shit better than anybody. People learn different. Excuse me. And I know that for a fact. I learn different. I genuinely do. Nigga, I know shit that motherfuckers don't know. I comprehend shit that people can't comprehend. I know that for a fact. And listen, real talk. And I have a learning disability. Because I just comprehend shit different. Some shit I gotta take a little bit more time to comprehend. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get that shit right away. So Candace Owens is speaking of all these kids that they failed, they this and they that. Listen, I used to be great at math. I ain't as great at that shit no more. My comprehension of comprehension of things, of understanding things. I wasn't as good as that shit back in the day, but now I am now. It takes a minute. Everybody don't learn the same, bro. She's trying to sit here and pretend everything's the same. It's not. It's not the same. It's just not the same.
Charter school, right?
I am not sure how we structured the school.
Oh, okay.
But there's a lesson that I'm saying this because it actually.
Because to me, that's the greater issue of just.
So
that's not LeBron's fault.
The lesson in this is that throwing money at a cause does not fix an issue. Okay, and
Right.
I will not disagree with you that LeBron believes truly that this is what we need and this will change things. Actually, what should happen, because he has a good heart, is that he should want to assess why that's happening, right? And he should maybe realize that what I've been saying about this school as soon as he started it, I said this is because you're going to fail, because the issue is not just that they don't have money in an open school. There's other issues that are happening, and this gets into what you and I were talking about the breakdown of black families. It also gets into what we were talking about this public school system intentionally trying to produce kids that are dumber and dumber. It also gets into what I talk about, which is kids looking up and idolizing.
Time out. You just said some bullshit out of her mouth once again. Trump whole agenda and white supremacists and Project 2025 just want to do charter schools. And we know that charter schools don't always work. She just admitted that. Because LeBron James kind of had the same thing, right? Because LeBron James' school is not a public school. It's a charter school. So what is she talking about? Do y'all understand what she's doing? She's tearing down a black person trying to create a private school, charter school. That's bad. But Trump trying to do that, she has no problem with that. She has nothing with the rich people coming in doing charter schools. What the fuck is she talking about, man? Listen, she's so inconsiderate. I mean, so inconsistent that this shit don't even make any sense. You want to tear down LeBron, what he tried to do. But Trump is trying to do the same thing. Your party is trying to do the same thing. Anyway, let's move on. Does it get worse?
And idolizing, if you ask black kids, who's your idol? A black kid will usually tell you LeBron James. Maybe
Right.
we'll give you an artist, maybe a rapper or someone. Here's the reality. If you're a black kid right now listening to this, black boy especially, listening to this, you have effectively a 0% chance of being the next LeBron James. Now, I know that's hurt speech. Some people are very hurt.
Speech. That's facts.
Okay, but typically all
First of all, Candace Owens. The problem with what you're saying, number one, we should be trying to be inspired to be like a LeBron. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's saying that you're gonna be LeBron James, but you try to aspire to be like LeBron in a way of hey, athleticism. No, we're not. A lot of us ain't gonna be that, but his temperament and what he does for the community, yes, that's part of that. But at the same time, shit, if you think you got some athleticism, yes, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And first of all, who the fuck is going to be the next LeBron James? Really? Let's move on, because it should get worse.
typically all of the things I say are facts, and people get hurt. Well, yes, because black moms invest so much money into their kids. They all think their kid's going to be the next LeBron James, but the reality is you have effectively a 0% chance.
Time out. You said black moms invest so much into the kids being the next LeBron James. You making that as a whole statement. So all black moms is saying that to their children? Hey, you got athleticism, you're gonna be the next LeBron James. Are you serious? But like I told you, that's how disconnected she is from the black community. Who the fuck is saying that? Who the fuck would say some shit like that? Oh, black moms is saying that. What the fuck are you talking about? Candace Owens. There's black moms out here that live amongst us. Not you, but live amongst us. That a lot of our kids have disabilities. A nice percentage. We ain't telling these kids, oh, you can go out and be LeBron James. Athletic wise. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? What are you talking about? You stupid as shit. And like I said, that's self-hate. Oh, these black moms out here saying this to these children. All the black moms are telling their children, you can be the next LeBron James. What? First of all, Candace Owens, it is some black children out here that don't play basketball. They play football. They play baseball. What the fuck are you talking about? To group all black mothers are like that's what they telling their children? Use your motherfucking so-called education that you got in how you talk. Like you got some fucking sense. Speak the vocabulary right. You ignorant bitch. Oh, all the black moms out here telling their children, you can be the next LeBron James. Are you stupid, bitch? Ain't all black moms out here telling you can be the next LeBron James. Are you stupid, bitch? Listen, I could have respected if you said something. All the black moms. The fuck are you talking about? That's fucking LeBron James. Ain't no, hey man. Everybody can't be LeBron. You think that less of us or these mothers and shit, a lot of these mothers, you think that less of us that we sit around tell these women sit around tell their children, you can be the next LeBron James? Really? Anyway, all you really want, let's be real honest, Candace, all you want is these black women to tell their children, you can be the next sellout, coon ass nigga like Candace Owens. That's what you want them to say. You sellout ass bitch. That's what you want them black women to say. Sell your soul. Get that money. You ain't got to be that talented. Because Candace Owens, you ain't that talented. At all. You just sold your people out. And it ain't hard to do that.
Of being the next LeBron James. You have a 100% chance of being the next doctor, of being the next lawyer if you stay in school, right?
Yes.
Our dreams, even what black people are aiming for in life, is we're being sent on a path of failure. And culture has so much power. I mean, look how reactive you are.
Time out. First of all, if that's the case, is Candace Owens a doctor? Is she a lawyer? Is she anything like that? Has she ran for Congress? I mean, have she done some things like that? No, she haven't done that. She haven't done anything like that. Candace Owens then sold out people out to be a fucking whatever she is, which is a coon. Her talent that she took to be a sellout. She knows nothing about what she's talking about. She's no doctor. She's no lawyer. She's none of that. So how the fuck did Candace Owens gonna tell any black child, oh no, don't try to be an athlete, don't try to be that, be a doctor or lawyer? Is she any of those things? Is she even close to any of those things? No, Candace Owens is a sellout. She makes money of selling black people out. The fuck is she talking about? How you gonna give advice to black people and you are a sellout? Your only talent is to sell black people out. What is your shit? What is it? Candace Owens, I mean, what's your talent? I need to know this. What is Candace Owens' talent? To be what? I guess to what? To be a sellout? She don't got no fucking talent. What is talent? Listen, I ask y'all, genuinely, people, what is Candace Owens' talent? I'll wait. What is Candace Owens' talent? What has she done that y'all know her out being a sellout? Is she a lawyer? Is she a doctor? Is she anything like that? I know Nick Cannon in the beginning trying to be humble or that bullshit he was on, talking about, oh, she an activist. An activist of what? Of selling black people out? What is Candace Owens known for? What is her skill? I'm asking y'all, genuinely, what is her skill? I got more skills than Candace Owens. I have more skills than Candace Owens. What is her skill? I'm waiting for anybody in the chat to tell me what is Candace Owens' skills. What's her skill? I'm waiting. I'm waiting in the chat. Y'all tell me, what is her fucking skill? Shout out to Bro Bell in the building. I'm waiting on anybody in the chat to tell me what is Candace Owens' skill. What is her skill? That she can sit here and tell other black people what skills we need to get. What skill she has? What skill do Candace Owens have? Not one. I'm sorry, no, she do got one. Of being a fucking sellout. What skill? She want to tell LeBron James, T.I., you performing, you ain't even got no skills like that. You a coon. I said once again, what's the skill that this bitch got? I'm standing on that shit. What skills she got? That bitch don't have no skill. She don't have no skill. But to sell her people out, what skill? She didn't go to college. So she don't have no degree. So what skill she have? Oh, and before she turned to a fucking sellout in the coon, you know who helped her out? When the racist people in her high school treated her like the nigga that she, like the rest of us. You know what happened? Oh. What y'all think happened to her? What you think happened to the bitch? She was done. They treated her like a nigga that she was. I guess that changed that bitch life. I guess that changed that coon ass bitch life. I don't want to never ever get treated like that no more. So you know what? I gotta go ahead and sell my soul to the racist ass white men that discriminate against her. She hate Al Sharpton and all them. Who the fuck came out there to help you, bitch? Was it the racist white man that helped you? Oh no, it was the racist white man. The reason why Al Sharpton had to take his ass down there. You can say he was a foreman and all that other shit, but then them racists come down to help you? Huh, bitch? Candace, you ain't shit. You try to pretend you got a little paper. I give you that. You got a little paper. Candace, you got a little paper. But let me say this. Candace, you ain't shit. You think you better than them motherfuckers. For some odd weird reason, you really truly think you better than our people. Bitch, you sold your soul for money. You ain't shit and for fame. You did that. You think you better than somebody, bitch? Listen, let me say this, Candace. Listen, this is how much this shit gonna matter, right? Let me put you on game. When you die, bitch, nobody care. Now, listen, on the black part, we ain't gonna care. We gonna talk about how bad you are. Most likely we will, right? I won't, but I'm just saying a lot of black people, they will. Right? Now listen. The other part of that is, I won't do that. You think them white people gonna really acknowledge you like that? Them racist ass white folks gonna acknowledge you like that? All this buck dancing and cooning you doing, you think they gonna acknowledge you like that? Bitch, you dead. You gone. They gonna recognize you one time and they gonna get rid of you. You bitch. When LeBron James passed away, oh, we gonna acknowledge him. Them white people gonna acknowledge him too. That's how more important he is than you are, bitch. Think about that. You wanna talk grimy. Like you somewhat better than LeBron. Bitch, you ain't even on my level. Fuck you talking about? Morally, you ain't on my level. Ain't about your little dumbass fame. Bitch, you stupid. You really think them white people give a fuck about you? You ain't shit. All that selling out and shit you doing, buck dancing. You gonna die stupid. Nobody gonna care about you. Selling your people out the way you doing. You stupid as fuck. Anyway, let's move on, people.
Reactive drop, you say one thing about LeBron James failing. You're a part of that.
Yeah.
You're a part of that. No, we gotta defend the king. Okay, well,
We do.
okay, well,
we speak bad
but it's not even speaking bad. I'm speaking reality, and this gets into why people just cannot process reality.
Right.
This does not make LeBron James a bad person. He's not a bad person. You know, he's a tremendously talented person. He's genetically gifted, right?
Mhm.
You know, and that is all great. But we're not going to fix the schools because we're going to worship him like a king. He's not a king.
You talk about that man like he is bad. That's your whole point of what you doing. That's what make you feel better about yourself. To talk about that man like he ain't nothing. And then, like I said, it comes to the jealousy. This bitch is jealous. She's jealous in two ways. Number one, she ain't got no money, like LeBron. Number two, he's respected in the black community. That's why she's mad. The fuck out of here. Candace Owens, you should be ashamed of yourself. Excuse me. You mad at LeBron? Oh, it gets worse. Oh, keep tuning in, people. It gets worse. This woman is horrible. Move in. I mean, let's listen.
He's not a king, okay? He's a person who did. He is not a king.
King James.
He is not a king, and we're gonna get real crazy here. Beyonce's not a queen. Oh,
you wildin'.
Wildin'.
And she only saying this shit for clickbait. She only saying this shit for clickbait. She like, oh, whoa. She know what she doing. And this is why I blame Nick Cannon. You don't allow this hateful bitch to be on your platform. And I know some people gonna be out there, can you call her a bitch? Man, fuck that bitch. This bitch know what she doing. She's on Nick Cannon platform to be relevant. She knows this shit gonna go viral. I'm talking about it, but it probably already been going a little viral and probably go more viral. This bitch know what she doing. And for Nick Cannon to allow her to be on his platform, like, nigga, what are you doing, man? She don't respect the culture at all. She's telling you to your face, and you acting like, oh, you know, we just gotta let her have a say, you know, different opinion. It ain't no different opinion. I'm gonna tell any of you coon ass niggas or you racists, you don't have no different opinion from me. It's no different opinion. It's fuck you. Now, do you understand that? Fuck a different opinion. Candace Owens is a fucking coward. This bitch is so... She's talking about LeBron James. This bitch... Listen, even though LeBron James been rich for damn near half his life, she's acting like she has some type of say. She can understand what LeBron or why he shouldn't be doing or whatever, blah, blah, blah. This bitch, are you serious? Even the other half of LeBron James' life, you never lived it. So what are you talking about, Candace Owens? You ain't never lived LeBron James' life. At all. Sorry. Fuck. Anyway. Let's move on. Because this shit get worse. You thought you just heard what you heard? It gets worse.
The blasphemy that's going on Cannon's class right now.
And similarly, she has, I'm sure, I don't know what capacity, has given back. I'm sure in a lot of ways. I'm sure she's given money to different causes. We're not getting to the root cause of the issues because we keep being. We've become like a culture of idolatry.
And I can
like
see
no one can listen and hear things because they're like, that's a king, that's a queen. The Bible speaks against idolatry for a reason because you.
But I believe you're a queen.
No, I'm not a queen. I am not. You do not worship me, please.
We don't
do not
worship kings and queens.
She does not want to be black. That's what she's saying. Because in the black culture, we call black women black queens. We call black men that's good black brothers and sisters. We call them black queens and black men. That's what we do to try to uplift our people. She don't want to be that because she ain't shit. Candace Owens ain't shit. That's why I said, oh no, don't call me no queen. Because she knows she ain't shit. That's why she doing this shit. But Nick Cannon is sitting there trying to compromise with this fucking coon ass bitch. Nick, this is your fault, bro. You don't allow this bitch to be in our presence or be a part of what we do. This bitch is a disgrace. The fuck are we talking about here? Come on, man. Fuck out of here, man. Candace Owens. Nick Cannon, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. Seriously. Got love for you, bro, but this shit is trash. You don't let this bitch come on. What you getting? You trying to get clicks, nigga? You don't allow this bitch to come on. She don't uplift our people in no way. All she's talking about is downplaying our people. That's all she's doing. And you allow this bitch to come. Nick Cannon, you allow this bitch to come in our space? Man, please, man. Nigga, I'm ashamed of you, man. Right now, and I'm very ashamed of Nick Cannon right now. What's wrong with you, man? Man, please, bro. And let me say this to Candace Owens. Real talk. Bitch, you act like what? I know what you was trying to do, and I know what you're trying to do. Bitch, you are a fucking disgrace. We don't fuck with you like that. Let's just be real. And she can race to some real fucked up shit. Think about this.
Kings and queens,
well,
we just
but you do.
royalty.
Look at you. People get triggered if you say anything. Beyonce's got a whole thing called the Beehive.
When someone talks bad about you,
she said you people get triggered. This woman don't even think that she black. She thinks she's better. You people don't even get triggered. What you mean, you people? That's some shit that racist ass white people say. You people. She don't even think she black. And why is Nick Cannon sitting down with a motherfucker that don't think she black? You people. Fuck you mean, you people? Anyway, let's move on.
About you, I defend you.
No, but I never want to be defended unless a person is lying about me. So do me this favor. If a person is telling a lie and saying I said something I didn't, please defend me. Okay. Right? But to the extent that they're telling the truth, like if I try to do something, they don't fuck with you
because you mean.
But that's not true. I'm not mean. I'm very nice. I've said like I'm very, very nice. I just
first of all, you not very nice. You are a horrible human being. So you are lying. You disrespect people that you should not disrespect. And you do it all the time. Candace Owens, let me say this to you. You think I want to disrespect you? Number one, you are a black woman. And you are black. You think I want to disrespect you? Call you out your name and shit like that? And say the shit I say? Hell no. But I can't lie. I can't pretend. But anyway, but I know you lie. Excuse me. And I know you pretend. Let's move on.
Just refused to
You
tell
just talk
lies.
shit about Beyonce and LeBron James.
I didn't.
You are not nice.
I didn't. I did not. I did say that T.I. was actually
you talk shit about my man Tip.
But he's fake. But he is. I'm just telling the truth. That actually happened. We were on the phone multiple times talking.
No, you didn't just call him fake. You said he was an idiot. You said he was an idiot because he disagreed with you. And y'all had a dispute. So you called him an idiot. Listen, Candace Owens, when I call you an idiot, I can break it down to why you're an idiot. Not because you say you disagree with Tip. Right? That's why you call him an idiot. I disagree with you and I call you an idiot because it's not just a disagreement. I can break it down. You didn't ever do that. So, anyway, let's move on. Should get worse.
Talking.
He was fake
saying,
to your experience with him was fake. I've never experienced it.
But then I watched him be fake to the whole black community when he got on stage. So I'm just saying he is fake.
Yeah, but you said his statements were
You said that he somehow did some shit basically I say misleading the black community. Right? And Candace Owens, we don't even fuck with you like that. So how can you speak on the black community? If T.I., what you saying, he did that, right? How you know? We don't even fuck with you like that. So how you know? If T.I. did that. We don't fuck with you like that. And you know that, and that's why you continue to do what you're doing and saying what you're saying and acting the way you acting. Cause we don't fuck with you like that. You already know that. I told y'all it's all deflection of what this bitch is doing. Anyway, let's move on.
Statements were performative. And like you said, a lot of you. That's how
he
we
said
got
on
in this
stage what he
conversation.
didn't say. Tell me that he believes in a private conversation. So that's, I think, fair to call someone fake, right? If like before we got on this thing, you were like, I hate LeBron, and then you were like, don't say anything about LeBron. I would say Nick Cannon is fake. That's fair.
Well, I love LeBron.
I know
or off
exactly.
camera.
That's the point, right? So I would say you were fake if you did that. You didn't do that.
Nah.
I'm just speaking honestly. T.I. is a very fake person, and people shouldn't listen to him because everything he's doing is performative. Now,
I disagree with that as well. And like I said, I've had nothing but real experiences with T.I.
No, she's mad because T.I. called her ass out. He didn't let her get away with shit. Listen, people, and that's the problem. If that's fake, right? And partly she's right. You don't allow a coon to be in your presence and act like they got some say. So yeah, if she want to go off of that, or what I'm saying, yes, she right. You don't allow no coon to say no shit and act like they gotta say. So yeah, T.I. he was fake about that. He should never ever gave her. But then I can't say that because, you know, as black people, we want to be open and generous and shit like that. But if we going off her respective, T.I. should have never ever tried to be cool with her in any way. This woman is fake and fraud as it comes. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something on some real shit. If Candace Owens ever had a conversation with me, I would disrespect her out the gate. It wouldn't even be that much of we gonna have some type of conversation. The fuck out of here. I call that bitch out her name. Straight up to her face. She's lesser than me. And I mean that. And I don't just mean like, oh, Kenny, you think you better than somebody. No, I'm better than her morally. That bitch ain't shit. And I will tell that shit to her face. I will say it to her face. It wouldn't even be in a conversation where she could want to sit down and talk to me. Because I would disrespect the shit out of her. The fuck you talking about? Listen, man, I don't give nobody like Candace Owens no time of the day to fuck with me. I'm better than her. Ain't about just having a different perspective. And I think that's what Nick trying to come at. Nigga, ain't no fuck that. Those niggas better than me. I tell you that. They better than me. Listen, fuck that bitch. I wish that bitch would. Think that she can have a conversation with me. I would disrespect the shit out of her. I would disrespect the shit out of motherfucking Candace Owens. The fuck you talking about? Fuck that bitch. That bitch ain't shit. She ain't never been shit, and she ain't gonna be shit. Fuck her. Let's move on. It get worse.
And in dire situations where like life or death types of stuff, and it was nothing fake about it. So, but going back to what because you're making some great points.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the comments are gonna say, "Well, you."
No, first of all, she ain't making no good points, and Nick, and that's the problem, bro. That's what I got a problem with you. You and like she got good points. What good points? She's a self-hating Negro. What good points? The fuck out of here, man. Let's move on, man.
Oh, you said this about Beyonce. You said this about.
What did I say about
LeBron.
Beyonce? I just said people call her a queen. She's not a queen.
Okay, we said this about LeBron. What is Candace Owens doing for the black community?
Well, the first thing that I've always believed in is true education, you know, and it's unfortunately we have been so polluted to believe that following culture and following trends is going to get us ahead in life, and sometimes those trends are detrimental, like black.
Let me ask y'all a question. All that shit she just said. When did Candace Owens? Did y'all hear anything about that culture? What's she doing? Did y'all see that in the black community? At all? That bitch don't do shit for the community. She does nothing. She ain't even connected to the. She ain't even connected to the hood or the community. Fuck just the hood. She ain't connected to the community. What's she talking about? What else she done? This bitch is married to a racist white man, and she ain't did nothing other than talk down and bad about black people. That's all she does. The fuck are we? Fuck. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Like Black Lives Matter. Let's go outside and burn down our own neighborhoods and set our community back by decades, as was done. And other times, you know, you see people that are more.
And you notice she go right back to, if black people doing some shit, speak up for some shit, we burning down the communities, or we pushing people to burn down their communities. Bitch, are you stupid? I'm from the hood. I didn't like that niggas was burning down the hood. What are you talking about? But the reason you can say that, because that's a narrative that white supremacists say. You dumbass bitch. Fuck you talking about? Come on, man. This shit is just ridiculous. How do Nick Cannon allow this bitch to be on his platform? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. So move on. Let's move on, because it get worse. It get worse.
People that are modeling themselves after actors and actresses and basketball players. And so what I contributed is when I first got started, nobody ever talked about it, but I had an organization. It was called Blexit. We were giving.
I thought Blexit was dope. It's no longer.
No, it is. I sold it because I couldn't do I couldn't do both.
What?
Nick Cannon. What the fuck you talking about, bro? Blexit. Ain't nobody was fucking with that shit other than coons. Why would you? Never mind. Let me move on. Nick Cannon, you out your goddamn mind, bro. You out your Blacksit? We was fucking with that. Or the black community was fucking with that. Stop lying, bro. Let's move on.
Both.
Blacksit was dope.
Yes, and it's still going on.
And the,
you know,
the mindset, I rock with you.
Giving scholarships
Yeah.
for school, for small businesses, for the
Yeah.
black community. That never got any press during BLM. They just would say, "What is Candace Owens do for the black?"
She said she was giving. she said she was giving scholarships from the Blacksit. Why you ain't hear about the Blacksit school then? She had on LeBron shit, right? She was doing all this shit that she's saying that LeBron was doing, but she better than LeBron. Then why is that her shit wasn't connecting to the more of the black community? I'll wait. I'll wait. She said that she had the Blacksit school. Okay, people. All that shit she's supposed to do. All these Blacksit, all this shit. Why it wasn't bigger? Why we ain't never hear about this shit in the black community? The Blacksit, the Blacksit shit that she talking about. Why that ain't never happened? Why isn't one like we was like, oh, Candace Owens got the Blacksit school out? That bitch is lying. Ain't no motherfucking Blacksit school, bitch. What you talking about? You ain't had no Blacksit school. What are you? Okay. All right, man. Let's move on. This bitch is lying. Totally lying.
Owens do for the black community. And yeah, and now most of my giving goes to the church because I do think that as you
tithes and offerings or other than that.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, cause like that's what I say. Oh yeah, I give my 10%. So that's what I was saying. Like, you say your giving goes to the church? Are you putting up programs within your church community?
Yeah. So within the church community, we're donating money for the structure, like the actual structure, establishment of the church.
So tithes and offerings.
Yeah.
Which is great. That's a
Bitch
practice
line.
that we all should practice.
Bitch lying.
But and I was obviously
Bitch is lying. Bitch is lying. Have y'all heard any churches that she did? But where the black community can go and we want to do some shit? That bitch is lying. Like I told her, she lied about the other shit. This bitch is lying. Ain't nobody fucking with her but white supremacists. This bitch, what she do for the black community? I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to wait. What is this bitch doing? She ain't doing shit. Bitch talking about she's doing some shit. What? For the black community. What? We don't even fuck with you. Alright, let's move on. Move on.
Was obviously that question was leading because I actually think you are doing much more than that just from the community because of like this amazing book that you wrote, Blackout, which and again, this was a while ago, but it's so relevant for today.
I bring up LeBron James in this book.
You do.
And I say, and what I say about LeBron James is if LeBron James actually said to the...
She bring up LeBron James because in fact, that bitch gotta talk about black issues. Because the white supremacists tell her to. She can't do no shit without us. She can't speak bad about our people. Unless she just do some shit on some white supremacist shit. Let her go do it. She always gotta keep talking about us. Our people. That's all she can do. That's how she make her money. Bitch, I get the game. I know the game, bitch. You only speak on black people because it makes you money. But stop talking about us and see how that work out for you, Candace Owens. You bitch. I want you to go keep doing that white supremacy shit. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't do the white supremacy shit unless you talk bad about black people. The fuck wrong with you, bitch? Let's move on.
He said to these kids what he did in his life, right? They would be successful because this man was not. He didn't get ahead by victim mentality. He was the best. Okay, he was the best. I say, look at every successful black person, and how did they get ahead? They're telling you victim mentality. You're this, blah blah blah. Actually, at the end of the day, LeBron James didn't say, "Hey, I'm black, so I want every shot that I make to count as 6."
So that
he is the best.
Yeah.
So go be the best. Actually, don't want a handout. Don't want people to tell you lies. You want to honestly be the best at whatever it is that you do, and you're capable of doing that. You are capable of doing that. I promise you.
You convey that extremely well in Black Howard. You speak about the power of our ancestors and what they went.
So time out. So LeBron James ain't never said the shit that you said that he said. But you got a problem with him for speaking about black issues. LeBron James, he never said you gotta be like me. He didn't push that. But somehow, some way, this bitch is sitting here trying to pretend, oh, you know what? LeBron James trying to push everybody to be like him. But he never did it. All right. Excuse me. All right. Okay. This bitch is crazy, man.
What they went through, therefore giving us the opportunity to no longer be victims.
Right.
And you speak about your relationship with your grandfather. It feels like that's the root of everything, is what you witnessed in the life, and even how they took you in, or you and your siblings in early on, and kind of just showed you like, this is who we are as a family, this is what we represent, and you modeled that all the way to, you know, the experiences that you had to deal with, pretty much shaping the mentality that you would never be a victim.
Right.
A lot of that probably had to do with the racial experience that you experienced in high school, where you felt like you were used by the NAACP, where they wanted to paint the victim story, or the victim narrative, and you were more like, this is what happened. I'm
gonna leave that as that. Nick Cannon, you giving that bitch a pass. Because that bitch is a first generational black person. That's number one. Number two is, okay, cool. You had that experience, right? The third thing about that is, fuck that shit. I've been dealing with this shit all my life. As a black person. She dealt with this shit she a first generation black person. And that bitch chose to sell us out the way she did. I'm good here. Nigga, I supposed to, listen, let me explain something to y'all. I supposed to have been selling my people out. You know why? Because I got more harm done to me than any other race. These are facts. But I love my people. I still stick up for my people. I ride with my people. That bitch is selling us out. Think about that. I'm still good here. I'm still good in my motherfucking community. I still love my people. And this bitch is sitting there and she trying to act like, oh, she got mistreated by some black people or even the white people that she got mistreated about. And it was the black people that stuck up for her. And then the second time, okay, all right, the black people did something to you. Bitch, are you serious? All right, I'm done. I'm done, my people. Candace Owens, I told y'all she'll sell out. It ain't no way, bro. I saw my people out like that, bro. I'm good where I'm come from. I'm good. I'm fucking good. Ain't no motherfucking way I saw my people out the way this bitch is doing. This bitch ain't got no motherfucking... She ain't got no connection to black people, but this bitch is trying to tell other black people how we supposed to feel. What's going on with the black community? Bitch, you don't even got no connection to us. And you got the same color skin that we have. But you trying to act like somehow we supposed to be good? We ain't good, bitch. Fuck that bitch. And I mean that. Fuck Candace Owens. That bitch stupid. I'm out, man. Love y'all. I love y'all, man. But that bitch is crazy. I'll do a part 2 because we didn't even hear about the bitch talking about, somehow I don't want to come to the cookout. Because I know y'all was waiting on that. But we'll do that part 2. I'll do that next time I go live. I'm sorry I ain't give y'all that. But this bitch is out her fucking mind. Fuck that bitch. And I mean that. That bitch is out her mind. We don't fuck with you, bitch. Any way, however you want to look at it. Nick Cannon is out his pocket allowing you to come in and acting like you got some type of fucking say, bitch. Fuck that bitch. Alright, I'm out, man. I love y'all, man. I'm out, man. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Love y'all, man.